Hi, Gemini. Hi. My friends. My friends. I always love getting on here with you guys. I don't really have Gemini in my chart. Actually, I have Chiron. Chiron is in Gemini for me. That's it, though. But, you guys are my buds. For real. Like, you are my ride or die bitches. And you're not my bitch. Excuse me. But no. There's this mutual thing with you guys and myself that I love so much. Seriously, some of my greatest friends are Gemini, and I know they're watching, and that makes me happy. And so I'm always happy when I get to talk to you guys, because one of the things I love about Gemini is that you guys are actually very, very deep people. You're always thinking about life and what is going on there. I love that. And I also like the fact that you're playful. I mean, that's the dual side. And a lot of people say, oh, it drives me crazy. I don't know what to think. I appreciate that because I know I can have a deep conversation with you about some crazy things. And I can also be completely ridiculous with you. And we can have fun. I mean, there's not everybody has that kind of flexibility. And that's why I think you guys actually have a really big advantage in April. Because I'm saying this in every single video. So if you're watching more than one, you're going to get the message. But this month is all about having an elastic mind. For many different reasons, it's just one of those months where perspectives are changing. We got the Venus in retrograde until the 15th. And we have Mercury in retrograde starting on the 9th, which is your ruling planet, and that's going into May. So, and, a lot of times retrogrades are all about, oh, sorry, a card dropped already, you guys. Who knows? Let's see what it is. Oh, strength. Very nice. A lot of times retrogrades are about slowing down, slower energy. For everybody though, these retrogrades are way more about revolutionizing our thinking. So I know you're down with that. It's not going to be difficult for you to have an elastic mind. It's not going to be difficult for you to think about ways of doing things in a surprising and fresh way. But April comes with that warning, because if you're willing to kind of get freaky with it, and 10 of Swords, very interesting, you guys. That's speaking to that retrograde, because when you look at 10 of Swords, it's about wounds. So retrogrades tend to bring those out. But anyway, yeah, you guys have an advantage because you're willing to let that freak flag fly. Can I speak? Freak flag fly. And that is what April's about. It almost has an Aquarian vibe to me, even though it has, it's not Aquarius this month. It's not, the sun isn't in Aquarius. Oh, wow, I've got a whole bunch of cards just flew out. So, let's go. Let's go, you guys. Woo! Bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. Okay. So, I'm not going to do a lot with astrology this month. I kind of already did, but what I'm doing is just letting the cards speak for themselves. So let me list out what came out. So we started off with Strength and 10 of Swords. Then we move on to Queen of Wands and 6 of Cups. And then we get into 8 of Pentacles and Temperance. We have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. Very interesting. And we're finishing out with the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. And this is what I'm talking about with this month. I mean, I ran through those really quickly just to give you an overview of what I got from the cards. But this month is not an easy, glossy surface month. It doesn't have, no sign so far has had that, where it's like, oh, here you go. And that's why I'm saying we all have to have an elastic mind in April. What I'm seeing here is you guys have some questions about your past. Because at the base of this, I have 4 cards at the base. We have these two, 10 of Swords and 6 of Cups, and those are next to Strength and the Queen of Wands. This is the basis of your month. when I see things like this, I see you parsing through some old relationships. I see you parsing through things you've done in the past. And it doesn't have to be all romantic. It can be, you might be reincorporating views of yourself and where you thought you were going to be. Like, you might be seeing yourself back in like 2012, which was also a crazy revolutionary year, and thinking about the dreams you had for yourself then, and thinking about who you were then, and thinking about, your optimism or your negativity, whatever it was, and like thinking about how like some of those things happened and some of them just did not happen. But what I do get from that, okay, so that's deep, and that's heavy, and it can feel heavy, and it can feel foggy, and it can feel even a little bit discouraging if you let yourself. And Gemini, I know you let your wheels spin. And when you do that, you really can freak yourself out. But here's the thing that I get. I mean, 2 of the most benefic cards in the deck. Here you go. Strength and Queen of Wands. These are very Leo-centered cards. I know, I'm a Leo. But that's good for you. Fiery intensity in your life is very positive for you. It helps you flow. It helps you move forward. So what I'm getting here is like, okay, you're incorporating these things that you used to think of yourself. The way you used to view yourself has changed quite a bit, and you're realizing that. It's making you feel very grounded, though. Like, I think a lot of you felt like maybe in March you couldn't handle it. Maybe I can't handle this anymore. Maybe I will feel like this forever. Maybe I'll never really get over what I thought I was. A lot of you are feeling discouraged, but like what I see in April is actually kind of this turnaround where it's like, oh no, I got it. I know who I am. Just this new clarity and focus, and just kind of accepting that the road is long and winding, and it will always surprise you. You guys are mutable, you're pretty flexible, but you can torture yourselves over what you think should be going on, how you're going to find balance, how you're going to do that. And I think you are going to find that, okay, internally you're going through there. Your wheels are going to be turning this month. This is what the cards are saying. Your wheels, and this is what I'm picking up from you guys, your wheels are turning in April. A lot of that has to do with the collective energy and the fact that we're all going to be asked to flex out and expand our comfort zones. And, what I see here for you is actually a lot of really good focus on work. And on relationships too, actually. The Temperance card is a Sagittarius card. And Sagittarius is your opposite sign. And your opposite sign is your relational sign. There's like this, there's a passion going on here, right? Because, that Strength and Queen of Wands, it's almost like somebody's like stirring your pot a little bit, and and actually what I'm seeing here is like you have some fiery personalities in your life. They are calling you out to figure out what the hell this is. They're like, this could be yourself too, your inner, one half of you. Just, what is it? Who are you? What are you doing? Where do you want to be? Why are you waffling on this? Like, you should have some clarity here. That's what I'm getting. And, fortunately, I think you guys can handle this energy. That 5 of Wands, kind of combative, sassy, saucy energy is coming at you. When I see that 5 of Wands next to that Temperance, woo, that is some movement. But what I like about it is it's grounded by this 8 of Pentacles. So that suggests to me that, you're not going to be flying off the handle and doing crazy, wacky doodle things this month. You're going to be challenged by the people around you. You're going to be challenged internally to get your head on straight, deal with your shit, let go of any old ways you saw yourself. Because we all have it. We've all been there where it's like, I saw myself owning a house, living in this city, having this salary, and having this partner. Has that ever, like, I don't know anybody who has had that vision at like 20 and then at 30 was like, yep, got it. You know, there's a challenge there to just if there's anything that's pinning you back where you're like, oh, but I still want to be that, just let it go. The reason I'm saying that, you know, retrograde, since we have 2 different planets in retrograde, and I believe even Pluto might be going into a retrograde at the end of the month too for a long one, there is always sifting through old stuff. And I see that hardcore with you guys, because the top of this reading, and part of, I had like 5 cards fly out at once. The top of this reading is about feeling alone. And it's very interesting. You guys are very sociable. You're very communicative. You're very in the public eye. And so I think a lot of times people think, oh, you know, you're not lonely. But you know what? Geminis have a really deep loneliness that they keep to themselves. Pretty much. I mean, they'll tell their close friends about it, but they're not putting it out on the front page. You know, and what I see there, when I see those 3 cards, I'm going to pull them up again just so you get, man, it's like these old wounds or something. You feel like you have to do it all on your own. You know, if you have some fiery energies, you have some friends, you have a lover, you have a parent, sibling who started to call you out on stuff. I see somebody very fiery. So if you have a Leo, Sag, and Aries in your life, they're calling you out on some things. You know, you're like trying to hold it back. You're like, I am not sharing this with you because this is mine and I'm going to deal with it. You're putting up that barrier, you know, that's what I see. And part of the reason you're putting it up is because somebody's pushing your buttons. This is also a month every sign is going to get pushed. Their little button's going to get pushed. We all are, all of us, everybody. For you, it's going to be that inner sanctum is going to get pushed, and somebody's going to be like, you can let it go. You can let it go. You can just be free. You can be free as the wind. Go and be free. Go forth and be free. You know, that is the vibe I'm getting. And so the energy here is twofold. It's passion. It is passion. For those of you like out and about mingling, you're going to meet some really passionate people who are going to push your buttons. So once again, that elastic mind, you know, maybe hear what they have to say. You don't have to take it and live by their standards, but you know, if you're in a relationship with somebody who's pushing your buttons, with Mercury in retrograde, your ruling planet in retrograde, take some time, pause before you go crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I wanted to look at the bottom of my Cosmic Tarot, which is kind of what I've been doing for these readings this month. 10 of Wands again. Holding things. That's the second one. It's the second one. I'm not making this stuff up. Ugh, this month is amazing. You know, and if you're not dating and you're not with somebody, you know, you're not mingling, it's going to be a friend or a coworker, somebody very passionate. There's somebody who really gives a shit about you. There's somebody who really wants to know you. There's somebody who really wants to help you move forward. So, you know, take that in, because you have conceptions of yourself. You have kind of a misconception of your monetary worth, your spiritual worth. You're spinning those wheels all by yourself. You're feeling heavy and lonely. But oh my gosh, you guys, there's this person. Ugh, I'm dropping cards. Excuse me, just a minute. There's this person who's like, hey, I'm here. Got your back. It might be feisty. It might be crazy, but I got your back. And I want to know. I don't want you to feel burdened like that anymore. And as much as there's like external people too, this is about you connecting with your heart source. This is about you dropping whatever old preconceptions you had about who you had to be and what you had to have accomplished to be worth anything today. Forget it. You know, you already have all these roads ahead of you. And what I see for this month is it's like, yeah, it is actually kind of a slow month. It is a month of introspection. It is a month of deep healing. Because, you know, once your birthday hits next month in May and things start to pick up and the summer's here, you know, doors are going to be opening. And you're going to have to start making decisions about where you want to go and what you want to do and how you want to change things. Not this month. This month is about letting people into that deep core that you have. That's not easy. But there are going to be people knocking on that door wanting to know that you're okay. And it's passionate too. So for those of you who are seeing somebody or mingling, you might have some really good makeout sessions, just saying. You might have some very deep physical attractions to people. You might really be attracted to some of that friction and that back and forth. That could really be working for you this month. So just saying. What I do like about this reading, and what I will say, is there's a groundedness to it. So your external world shouldn't be very chaotic. I don't think you're going to be getting, throwing things in the air and feeling like you're just at the mercy of the winds of the world. It's much more of an emotional process. This is all about emotional truth. So keep that in mind as well. Just take some time out. Take a deep breath when somebody pushes your buttons, and you'll be great. They want to be there for you. Whoever is in this, they want to be there for you. I think you should accept it. Just saying. All right, you guys, I hope that was helpful. I hope April is amazing. I hope that it is passionate. I hope that it's fiery. I hope that you do let go of any old misconceptions of yourself and that you're just ready to go for the next thing that you want to do. I'm going to leave my website and my email below. I would love to hear from you guys and work with you guys and talk with you guys. It'd be amazing. I do private readings, so I will put my website below when you do the show more button, and you can just email me. Also, I want to say that I am wearing jewelry by Pink Moon 422. She is an amazing jewelry designer. These are Herkimer quartz crystals that are very clarifying with rose gold. I love them. I've been wearing them a ton. They've been really clarifying. She does a lot with geodes, pendants, these quartz crystals. She does amazing work. So I'm going to link her website below. Please check her out because she's amazing and I love her. And I will see you guys in May for the beginning of your birthday season. I love you guys so much and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.